of, she had been smiling and winking at me, trying to hint at the fun surprise she had in store for me the next morning. Her definition of smiling had been the unnerving stare that had caused me to look away that night. She was hurt that I ignored her, but she carried through with the prank anyways. She did overhear several of my conversations, and she was also upset that I called her petty. I was exasperated at this point, but my dorm super assured me that she had basically threatened to take more severe action if Alyssa left any more notes. The notes did indeed stop, at least the paper notes. Not long after, Alyssa sent me a friend request on Facebook and all of my socials. She started following me whenever she could. Over Easter break, she sent me messages after messages in my private DMs. Hey, hi, I know you're there. Why are you ignoring me? Hello? Some messages came at 2 to 3 in the morning. I always ignored her messages or requests, but I never blocked her in case I needed evidence of harassment. I wanted to block her number, however I did not because I was still her RA and responsible for her safety and other duties. I told the college office about what was happening and they documented everything, but just encouraged me to show grace and to keep being kind. I became worried that as soon as I graduated in May, she would become fixated on someone else and begin stalking someone else. However, the college said there was nothing they could do unless I wanted to file an official harassment report. I decided in the end not to because I didn't feel like Alyssa was doing any actual harm. I didn't want her to get kicked out of college, and my reasoning for that is that if her anger was directed towards me, at least I can handle it, and she wasn't being weird towards someone else. Fast forward a bit, and the stalking slowed down. Things were almost normal. She showed up at my graduation and asked for a photo together. I still don't know to this day why I consented. After I left the college, she would still occasionally send me messages that I would never read. I was always afraid that if she saw a read receipt, that she would spiral and get more angry, so I just never opened them. I guess I should have blocked her after I no longer had an obligation to her as an RA. But I felt safe several states away from her, and part of me wanted to see how long she would keep it up. She continued to one-sidedly message me for almost a year after graduation. I'm curious if she ever found someone else to stalk after I left the college, but I guess I'll never know. Sorry about the long read. This is probably not the ending you were expecting. Should I block Alyssa going forward, or just leave things alone since the messages have stopped? Anyways, thanks for listening.
Oh my. Oh, what a whirlwind. Okay, at the part there, she's like, things were almost normal. She showed up at my graduation, asked for a photo together. I still don't know why I consented. I know why you consented.
You were scared.
You were scared. Somebody stalking me and they showed my graduation. Like, can I get a picture with you? I'm like,
yeah,
sure. Held hostage doing it.
Want more stories like this? Check out our podcast. Search Thread Talk on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.